Hello, and welcome. I'm Nick, and slowly but surely, I will finish folding my laundry. Hey, welcome to Wednesday. This is end of the month, and what we are doing is we are going to do a backlog stream. We haven't done one of these in a while because I don't know. It's nice to have a little bit of variety, but also I thought I was doing it too much, and there wasn't enough consistency in knowing what you were tuning in for. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Tonight we're doing backlog, and okay, so we're looking on our list here. It's a little hard to see, but that's fine. Of course, we have Sludge Life and Steam Marines for 2019 and 2020 respectively, but flipped. We have a new edition. I picked up Battle Engine Aquila because an Australian said they love that game for the Xbox, and I saw it was like $3. But we're gonna set that one aside for now because I know we had some bangers lined up in this next stretch. A sound plan. So this is a multiplayer only game, and I decided if we are going to deal with this game, we're just going to do like a multiplayer only block, and we'll get some friends together. We'll line up a couple of games, and we will deal with all of them then. And then there's Disco Elysium, which I heard this one is a very special boy. So rather than touch it for a little bit on a stream, I'm going to give that one some extra attention separately. So don't worry, we'll get to Disco Elysium. Although now that I'm looking at it, technically it would be time to play Steam Marines 2. But it's too late. I already said the next up on the list is Paradise Killer. This is an interesting block we have coming up. This, I believe, it's just a demo, so I should probably get that off this list. Crystal Caves is going to be fun. I'm still surprised that I bought Override 2. I think I kickstarted the first one. It's great. This is a bad game, but it tugs at my heartstrings, and also we can beat it in like an hour, so that one might be a whole one-off stream. But enough talking about it. Let's talk about Paradise Killer. This is a game, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of a VN. I think there might be a little more like actual walking around. It's also sort of a detective game. Also, you play a god named Lady Love Dies, I believe. So there's a lot going on, and I am not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited to check this out. So allons-y. Yes, let's please play it. Steam asking me silly questions. And then as soon as the game comes up, we will get it. Nope, it's not there yet. Come on, game. There we go. And the game shall appear. There we go. Now we can properly move us over. Ooh. Oh no. You want me to play this with a controller? Okay, there's crouch and jump. That's good. Next track, AR vision, sprint. Okay, but what if I'm not playing with controller? Here we go. Interact on E, sprint, crouch. See, that's wrong. Oh, okay, hold on though. When you say torch on T, do you mean flashlight on F, or is this some other definition of torch? Respawn on R, auto walk. Open starlight, pause. Okay, so looking at next track on 2, previous on 1. Okay, looking at this, if I had to guess, I want this on X because I want this on control, right? And I'm guessing that torch is in flashlight if you're living elsewhere. And meditate on Q. Okay. Like, you don't want to change too much because at least modern times devs usually put enough thought into here are like common verbs you will be using. Let's put them on the most easily accessible keys. I love this little heart. Oh, you don't get to see it. We have a little yellow heart cursor. Okay. Yeah, turn it up. No motion. Just off. Thank you. Oh, ray tracing. This computer cannot handle ray tracing. That's fine. Accessibility, motion sickness. Sprint mode, sure. Let's toggle that. I can hold that. Falling whilst crouched. Okay, screen shake, rotating. Flickering, sure. Auto walk, that's fine. Dialogue. Typing sounds, color correction. Day-night cycle. Oh, okay, this game is the day-night cycle. I'm just excited because there are some features here. All right, new investigation.
Paradise Killer.
Welcome, investigator. You will soon enter a paradise where fact and truth are not the same. Isn't that where we are in the modern era? I do not want to think about that. It's making me sad. Explore paradise in your own way and find your own truth. Paradise Killer has a wealth of accessibility options. Please tailor the experience to best suit your needs. Thank you. I would do that anyway. Paradise Killer does not autosave. Hello, Faded Oasis. Thank you for the follow. Boy, did I make a noise when I came up? I bet it did, and I just didn't hear it. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hang out and hang out. Paradise Killer does not autosave. I kind of, it's a good thing that it has to tell us that it does not autosave, and I like that it is making the choice to not autosave. You must use the save points on the island. Saving a record of your existence is free and easy and leads to a happier paradise. Okay, alright, okay. The Syndicate created the first Paradise Island to worship their dead alien gods. Guided by leader Montserrat, the Syndicate attempt to resurrect the gods by forcing citizens into psychic worship rituals. However, the worship invites demonic corruption from beyond the stars. The islands always fail. The islands die and a new Paradise Island is born. The cycle repeats. Okay. Let me read this 2 to 5 more times. All right, there's the Syndicate. They want to worship dead alien gods. Well, they want to worship their alien gods. Currently, they are dead. They are trying to resurrect those gods by forcing citizens into psychic worship rituals. In doing so, those citizens get demonic corrupted, I guess, and then the island fails, but a new one is born, and the cycle repeats. Okay, all right, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, no, it's like you do. Island Sequence 13. Lady Love dies. The Syndicate's lead investigator is deceived by the god Damned Harmony. Good name. She endangered paradise. Her sentence is eternal exile. The island could not be saved. Demonic corruption began to infect the fabric of paradise. The island died. The citizen slaughter ritual took place. Another Paradise Island failed. The cycle always repeats. Okay, so is deceived by the goddamned harmony. So a god did come back, I guess, and tricked Lady Love dies. So she got exiled. She was an investigator who got exiled, and this was on number 13. And I guess this is in the past. Okay. Lady Love dies, watched from exile in the Idle Lands as each island flourished and died. Each iteration got closer to perfection. Demonic corruption events decreased. Island 24 was almost perfect until Henry Division, a lowly citizen, got too close to the gods. He allowed demons to flood the island. The citizens were once again slaughtered. The council began their meditation to end 24 and birth perfect 25. But before they could complete it, Paradise was killed. Holy shit. Okay, so she was sitting out for a good another, 13, 11 or 12? I don't know how to count. So Paradise. I noticed Paradise in here has been capitalized, and like Paradise Island. Paradise the island was killed, or Paradise Island is the island of Paradise, Paradise being a separate entity? That's the question I still have. Hey, at least they're getting better at it. And also, it's neat that the idle lands are a place outside where you can just chill. Ooh, that's an outfit. The Way of Blood Bar, 25th Island Sequence, Ash Street Housing District. I had not even considered that I was going to have to do voices the entire time. That's good. That's fine. That's part of why I do these on the backlog, so that way I'm not dedicating myself to reading a whole game. The crime to end all crimes. This blend tastes different. The islands define the whiskey. This one definitely tastes of embers. She put the fire out. Was it a cosmic dream? No. They called on her, the exile. They needed to. Okay. Lady Love dies during the 24th island sequence. Oh, okay, so we're still into 24th because Paradise being killed meant that we could not turn it into the 25th. Still not exactly sure what that means, but that's fine. Born at the longest tower, Britain, in AD 1000 under the sign of Kiss Me to the Moon. The Syndicate's lead investigator. After the damned Harmony incident on Island 13, the Paradise Psycho... oh! Sorry, I wasn't ready and I got too happy. Let me try that again. After the damned Harmony incident on Island 13, the Paradise Psycho unit was shut down and Love Dies was exiled to the Idle Land as punishment.
Another day in exile.
Okay, some of it. All right. Something's wrong. I can feel it. Island 24 is supposed to be ending. Why am I still here?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay. This is like a first-person walk. Whoa, boy. For the sake of everyone watching, I am going to turn down the mouse sensitivity to not make everybody sick as I whip around with my Quake muscles. Pick up! Relic obtained! Okay. Fleeting thoughts, lost treasures, the remnants of lives lived, a vignette of another, a window in time. Wistful photo obtained! The outside of the Paradise Psycho unit before it was disbanded. The last photo that was taken of me back on Island 13. Oh. But gone now. Okay. Hey, I would chill in this. Oh, you're a light. I would chill in this room. This is very... I mean, this has a vibe kind of like the people who love the vibe of malls, right? This is very, not Methodist, Memphis. This is, you know, sort of built on the Memphis school. Days since you were exiled. I gotta find out who's laughing. Hello. A portrait of me painted by Lydia before I was exiled. Also, that is 3,004,769. Nice, nice. Where is that? I wish I hadn't found out who was laughing. Vaporwave Memphis. Yes, very, very much so. Hi, Aoife. Welcome. I don't like the boy here. Hulk? Okay, hang on. Are you a billboard is my question. You are... So you're a delayed billboard. That's actually an interesting choice as far as, like, graphic rendering go. It looks worse in the reflection. Okay. Lady Love dies.
Who are you?
Same thing, lady. The first person you've spoken to in 3 million days. Can you taste it in the air? Oh, great. Oh, I do love when we get a choice on what our attitude is more than just what we say. It's good. Worried or irritated? Me, Nick, am irritated, but I'm pretty sure Lady Love Dies is worried. Something's wrong. The island was supposed to end. Something's wrong. You're damn right it is. While you've been exiled up here, all kinds of shit has happened down on the island. I need a soundboard with the sensor beep on it, don't I? All right. What kind of shit? All right, good. The messed up kind. Real messed up. All kinds of messed up. You used to be the Syndicate's investigator, right? They're talking about you down there. They need the investigation freak. Y'all, you know. Call up. Oh, he's flipping double birds and it's censored. Okay, all right, okay. Let me real quick. I think it... I'm definitely gonna be... no, it's fine. Time to get back in the saddle. Get out of the idle land and get back to work. Exile is over. It's really weird the way this dude, like, if you squint, it's bug eyes, but if you look at it, it's like fur? It's like a fur collar around this cube neck, except it's not a neck, it's a forehead. There's a lot going on here.
Why?
Somebody remind me to grab that for the soundboard. Okay, good. Why is a demon in the idle lands? Oh, God. The name's Shin Jigath. You can call me Shinji. I'm just here to hang. I got no horse in this race. What race? Someone's made a move against the Syndicate. People are betting on the wrong horses. What do you want, Shinji? All right, see, now we're getting to what I would say. I like a good bit of murder. It's a good time. The best time. I'm just here to watch the results play out. You got some solving to do, some investigating, some looking real hard, some good thinking. I love some good thinking. Time to weave some truth, Love Dies. Anyway, I gotta bounce. Go get your laptop. You're going to need it. See you on the island. I have no idea what's going on. That little runt said I need to find my laptop. He must mean Starlight. Every investigator needs an assistant. Starlight is up by the barrier that overlooks the island. Okay. Hey, cool door knocker. I guess we're done in here. Well, okay, that's... Oh, okay. That's not like a Cthulhu face. That's... She's carrying stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah, this place is very... I would love to idle here for 3 million days. Straight up. Would not be upset. All right, let's go touch some things in the environment. Relic obtained. Dulled percolator obtained. Coffee doesn't taste the same if you're not working. That is so true, bestie. Holy cow. All right, I have a jump. Oh. Lady Love Dies has efforts.
Ha-
Has lots of efforts. Good. Well-read book obtained. A well-read book about an ex-gangster that decided to become a master of grilled chicken skewers. That's gotta be a reference to something, right? I just don't know things. Oh, right. So we have a... right, we don't have a laptop yet, so I can't open Starlight. We don't have X. So you remember what X was? X was AR Vision. Q was Meditate. We don't have either of those. Okay, we are unable to respawn. And we have no torch. Great. All right. What?
ha-
Okay.
That's strange.
Sure is, lady.
Why?
Why is Starlight unlocked? 3,000,000 days up here, and now she's calling out to me. Key to the past? Key to the future? Key to your heart? Key to the truth? Starlight obtained. An investigator's best friend. Starlight. It's been a while since me and the girl did the dance of an investigation. Mega RAM enhanced. Uh-huh. Ancient Nightmare Technology Emulator initialized. That's a good one. Environment Illumination Module. So, flat flight, yeah. Impact reduction. Whoa, no.
That's weird.
A phone call from Judge is unexpected. Okay, so we're on a... It's a laptop and a cell phone. It also says can't connect. That's weird.
Lady Love Dies.
Madness has overtaken the island. That happened a long time ago. The council were murdered as the new island was born. So Paradise is the name of the council subgroup of the syndicate. All right, object-oriented programming. We have the syndicate. Within the syndicate, we had the council. The council was named Paradise. Paradise is what was focusing on the Paradise Island retribution, rebirth, and what have you sequence.
That's weird.
Is this a prank? Leader Montserrat is dead. The council are dead. This is no joke. A killer tried to take everything from us. The syndicate is about to collapse. You need an investigator, and you're in luck. My diary's pretty empty today. Lady Love Dies. I have authorized the use of Starlight. Take her and come to the island.
Investigate.
Your exile is over. The prison doors are open.
Got it.
Judge, the barrier's still up.
The door to truth will open.
Starlight can dance her way through it. Fall down to us and breathe life back into paradise. And you want me to just fall to the island? The islands haven't changed. The fall won't hurt you. Step off into the abyss and drop to the island. Lydia will be waiting for you.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
This... It's always a weird balance, right? When you don't want to record every line, you just want to record, like, some general use stuff. Like, oh, I see. Okay, like, you know, you just want to record those little ones that you can, like... Some people will put them on every line. Just, you know, have one that sort of matches the vibe of the line. The fact that there are, like, proper sentences that they have chosen to record and just fire whenever they're relevant is curious. Like, in other situations, I would say that it is adding to a sort of unsettling vibe. the way that it's just like, oh, this is something that I'm familiar with, this is something that makes sense, but it is not being used in a way that makes sense. It's like when a watermelon has a big smile. There's nothing wrong with a big smile, except that a watermelon should not have one, so it's creepy. But here, it's not really feeling creeped out, and I don't know if that's just because I'm like, part of, the story and the situation and just like the rest of our context here. The music is very chill. There's, she has like this apartment and a book and coffee, and it's just like, oh, a lot of this is very familiar. So some of these other things that stand out, like, it is not unsettling, but it is still giving a otherworldly vibe, maybe. Like it makes it feel kind of exotic. Like there are elements that we recognize, but there are also these elements that are just so far from normal. All right, let's dance. Use nightmare computer. Good screenshots generated by this game.
Nightmare computer.
A nightmare computer from the depths of space that uses a language born on a long-dead world. The Syndicate never upgrades. Starlight can emulate the OS and break down the components used into symbols, but I need to work out how they are used. I haven't seen these symbols before. It looks like a hieroglyphic-based language. I need to find a clue to know which symbols release the lock. I can brute force it with trial and error, but I'm a busy woman now. Starlight can see the answer. I need to work out how to make it. Some of these parts should make the symbol I need. Okay, alright. I need to select components from the ones available and match them to the top image, completing the puzzle. Great, so yes, we need that. And we need that. There you go. Alright. Okay, so it's gonna be, I assume as it gets more complex, it's gonna be, what do you call those things? The, like, color forms? You get, like, a set of shapes, and then usually it's just like, okay, now use these shapes to fill out this silhouette of a dog, and then a sailboat, and then a perfect square, and it's the same shapes every time, but you're filling them to fit different silhouettes. That's like a fun little minigame. Hieroglyphics takes me back to university. I was the only one in that arcane text class. Tangrams. Thank you, Faded. That's exactly I was thinking of... I knew color forms wasn't right because it made me think it's like, oh, the name of them I always say wrong for fun. But color forms would be chloroform. But tangrams is tangigrams. I don't even know what that are. Tangrams. Yes, thank you.
Sure.
Looks like the language is divided into different groupings of symbols for different types of objects the civilization found important. The rest of the Syndicate can't decode these. They have keys coded to specific machines or allowed to access. Oh, okay, so we're super master hacker over here.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The data on the nightmare computers is tamper-proof. Sealed machines that hook into the fabric of the island. There will be more on the island that I can unlock. Judge said they need me down on the island. The people that exiled me are dead, and I need to find out the who, how, and why. Time to fall into a pit of crime. A leap of faith into the sun-drenched abyss of memories, secrets, and crime. Oxford comma missing. Alright. Oh! That is a much smaller island than I was expecting. It's like, okay, so there's like some pyramids out there. I think that's the industrial zone. That is connected to the island, but I don't know, is that what passes for an airport here? This is really nice. This is really nice that this is the view you get. It's like, yes, you kind of need to see this. It's foreshadowing, it is context, it's a lot going on here. What is on the roof there? What does our place look like from the outside? Cubes. Yeah, it's very mist looking. Oops, all observatories. Oh, okay, I guess we'll be falling here. Oh. Okay, so where does the bounds of the Paradise Island end versus the Idle Lands? Because where we are is connected to there, so like everything off of the island is Idle Lands? Listen, it's fine. Breathe life back into paradise.
Paradise Killer.
Good late title card. Oh man. Paradise Gates, 24th island sequence. Breathing life back into paradise. Examine. The Paradise Gates. The passage to the next island sequence. The gates are in lockdown until I solve this case. Alright. I'm sure people who have taken, like, classes in art history would understand these. Log your visit. Acquired software not found. Please visit Starlight's inventory and install any pending updates. We need Cosmos for this one. Computer. Oh, yeah. Hey, Lydia Daybreak. Judge said Lydia would be waiting for me. Time to find my ride. Oh, she looks cool. If that icon is anything to go by. Case files. Waiting for authorization from Judge. Inventory. No items. Relics. Some stuff. A dulled percolator. Population. Timeline. Map. Okay. The dead zone. Wow. Okay. There is some places to find here. Oh, the reality folding drive. That's what it is. An arcane power source gifted to the Syndicate by the Silent Gulf and built by Masahiro Heavy Industries. All right. Oh, Pyramid, home of a god. Great. Doom Jazz's yacht. Dr. Doom Jazz's luxury yacht. That's what the thing off the coast with the magic circle over it was. Great. Council building, the crime scene, the Palace of Carnage, Syndicate HQ. So they're on the island as they do this, I guess. And they do literally fold reality to form... Okay. Agri-fields, agriculture, great. Synthetic food. Deep factory entrance, catacombs, great. KHX's workshop, master craftsman. Oh, the opulent ziggurat. At the end of an island, all of the citizens are ritualistically slaughtered by the Syndicate in the temples. Their psychic energy offered to the gods. Great. Syndicate graveyard. That's going to be a popular place now. Courthouse. Mountain Gorge. Valley used for citizens to commute to work and to transport goods from the deep factory. Marshal Barracks of the Gods Justice Marshals. Okay. Syndicate apartments. Gardens. Okay, so like the whole west side of the island is where Syndicate stuff happens. The right south is citizen housing and apartments. Apartment blocks breed madness. People are too close to each other. That's also true. A number of apartments were knocked down and replaced with houses as an experiment. Would the citizens stop killing themselves and each other if they have a better quality of life? Who could say? Danchi. Danchi's used to be aspirational apartment blocks. The bubble bursts when citizens realize they are a cradle for unhappiness. Beach. The Dead Zone. Henry. You remember Henry? I already forget his last name. Henry Division? Henry Division, that sounds right. Henry allowed demons to flood into this area. Demons rot the fabric of the world. The area is sealed off to prevent the corruption spreading. Great. So, Ravenholm. Yeah. Desolation Cell, a remote cell for the demonically possessed. Henry is currently incarcerated here. Great. Paradise Gates, the pathway between a dying island and next island. Lydia is the fairy woman. Great. Skins. Okay, the craters on the moon are no accident. The moon used to be smooth, but one of the gods fired meteors at it to write out a message of no consequence. Okay, so I think this is the skin for Starlight. Inscribed in the surface, Starlight skin. Great. Music. Oh, we can just... This is it. We're just... Alright, if this game has a soundtrack, I might have to go get it. Oh. Oh, switch between Starlight's tracks and the island tracks. Clear. Surprise! Alright. Hey, it looks like Lydia. Hey, nice fairy. Dead Nebula. What does it say? Agia's favorite. What the? The delicious new premium beer from Crimson Acid and Dead Nebula. Just, whoop.
Those crystals obtained.
Great screens. Ma'am? Oh, I gotta... Okay, I guess we're gonna have to fix it. Wow. Oh, hey, so also, that's our house. What's up, Lydia?
I'm glad to be back.
Lydia, it's been too long.
I'm glad you're back, LD.
Lydia Daybreak.
Your oldest friend. Born in Moana Falls, Kenya in AD 1001 under the sign of Beautiful Spectre. The Syndicate's fairy woman, responsible for transporting the Syndicate to new island sequences. After an uninteresting childhood spent in worship of beautiful specters, she enlisted in the army during her teens. Lydia became known as a Titan killer after she successfully defended a temple complex from 3 monstrosities born from beyond the stars. Hell of a world they got going here, huh? She retired from the world of assassination when she met Sam Daybreak, fleeing to join the Syndicate together.
Got it.
Thanks, Starlight.
What are you talking about, LD?
Starlight's giving you the full 101, huh?
I'm glad to be back.
I've been in exile for 3 million days. She obviously thinks I need a refresher. What did I miss?
Evil stuff, LD. Last night was a killer.
What is going on with her forearm? Is that... It's too uniform to be a barcode. It looks more like a measuring stick. Is it sort of like a counter depending on where the bracelet is set at along the counter? The council were killed just as the next island was born. Word is a killer got into their building and took a knife to them. This is why you don't stay on the island where you're doing your experiments. Experiments? Kinda, yeah.
How?
How are you feeling? Messed up, LD. This is the worst. The island needs an investigator. You shouldn't have been exiled, LD. We needed you down here. Judge told me to bring you to them. Was it you? That's rude. But I don't want to be hurried. I'm here. I'm chilling. I gotta ease myself back into it. Are you the killer? Can we wrap this up quickly? Straight into the investigating. Now, I was partway through a drop-off at the Paradise Gates. You can check the logs. One thing before we go, LD. I can ferry you around the island if you need me to. Save your feet from a hike. If you need a pickup, call me on one of the phones. The phones are deactivated since it's the end of the island, so you'll need to fire them up again. You go to a fast travel point to unlock a fast travel point. Okay, that's great. That's fine. I already activated this phone for you in case you need to come back here.
Ferrywoman reporting for duty.
All right. Time to ride, LD. Whoa, let's ride. Seatbelt on, LD. How was exile? 3 million days just flies past. Cheer up, Buttercup. You're back on the island now. Back in the game. Confident? The old days. It's confident. Up to me to find out the truth. Criminal to catch a criminal? A little irritated by that. An investigator to catch a criminal. I'm messing with you. I don't think you're all bad. You got deceived by a god and let him conspire to kill the entire syndicate. No biggie. We don't have any investigators except you. No offense. None taken. I like your perfume, by the way. Aw, thanks, LD. Fruity one, isn't it? It's a unique blend that I got made especially. It's nice. I'll have to get some on the next island. Sorry, LD. The blend is my own secret recipe. We're almost there. Go and speak to Judge. If you want to hang, I'll be on the pier. It's been so long since I performed an investigation. You getting the fire back?
I was born to investigate.
It never left. Go get him, LD. Ah, see, we do have a torch now. Oh, good. A word? I mean... Something's up with that face. Where are we? We are at the courthouse. Yeah, makes sense. I will just take this first. My old gun. When the time comes to execute justice, she will sing the song of punishment. Oh, I guess I can't pick it up yet.
Hello, Judge.
Good to see justice again. Birthplace, forgotten. Birth sign, forgotten. Every society needs a form of justice, and a syndicate member volunteered. They believe so deeply in impartial justice that they scrub their ego and fuse themselves to the island, becoming Judge. They would become the embodiment of justice, acting on behalf of the island. Starlight is helping you navigate through the sea of truth already. That's quite the set of arms and faces. Judge. Paradise requires power and sacrifice.
Welcome back to the blood-stained paradise, Lady Lovedays.
The investigator is here.
Tell me about the crime.
Paradise killer.
The council are dead. Our leader's gone. The black pall of crime hangs over us. Leader Montserrat has been taken from us. So, they keep saying this dude's name. So he's not dead, right? I don't know why that's like my first assumption, but...
What the hell?
The whole council were murdered at once? They gathered to birth the new island, our perfect new home, Perfect 25. At the end of their meditation, the killer struck. Arrogance put the entire council in one room. Hubris is a large gap in armor. If you're a murderer, if you're a murder junkie, that's quite the hit.
What time?
Hammer time. Midnight, the holy hour, the hour of weird, the
I
hour
have
of...
a bad feeling about this.
Judge, I get it. All of the council were murdered last night at midnight.
Sure.
Do you have a suspect? It's a miracle. A mass murderer in custody. Henry Division, a citizen possessed by a demon. He's killed before, a decade ago. He came back. We found the knife in his hand, the council's blood in his stomach. The oppressed rise up. Who would have thought?
Where?
Where's the crime scene? The council's own penthouse, the brutalist tower that reaches to the sky. Has anyone been in there?
Investigate.
The council are protected by 4 holy seals. Only our leaders can open them. We cannot get into the crime scene. We cannot assess the slaughter.
How?
How did the killer get in?
Truth waits for you in the shadows.
Truth hides behind the smoke of crime. We only know the nature of the first Holy Seal, 2 of the finest God Justice Marshals, stationed as guards, as sentinels. Both butchered by the monster. Demonic sigils cover the suspect's body, scorched onto him by the astral demon inside him. Those same sigils are daubed in the marshal's blood at the entrance to the council buildings.
I don't like this.
If no one has been in the crime scene, how do you know the council are dead? Their work is done. A new island has been born, yet they have not emerged from their chambers. The accused was found with a red slick knife and a belly full of the blood of the council members. Okay, that's decent evidence. The belly is full, like.
Investigate.
In this instance, the answer to the terrifying equation is a dreadful murder.
Got it.
I'm going to assume that there are no eyewitnesses if it's a locker room murder. None that have come forward.
Why?
Why would someone decapitate the syndicate now? Is it an envelope? It's been a while. Is it an interloper? A god? A desirer of power? Is it naked ambition played out with a knife in a penthouse? A power play? A sicko killing for kicks? The world's a twisted place. It wouldn't surprise me. The balance has existed for millennia.
Who?
Who's running the show now? I installed architect Carmelina as the acting leader. We have birthed Perfect 25, a wonderful new home of her design. She is best placed to oversee this new transition. Okay, so it's weird, right? They got murdered after the island was finished. So there's actually 2 places we can't go. We can't go to the crime scene or to the new island because it's finished, but because of the murder now we're on lockdown here. And the person who, she's definitely in a really good position here, right? Because now she has benefited from their debts. The thing that she worked on was seen through to fruition, so she really has not lost anything. She's only gained. Interesting. That's got my eyes on the architect, sitting in that room with all the TVs until Neo comes in. As bizarre as this vision of crime is, there is a further anomaly. Just one? You remember KHX?
That's weird.
Our master craftsman? What about him? He is missing. We haven't had any contact with him for several days. Nope. This is doubly concerning as he designed the second Holy Seal that protects the Council.
The investigator is here.
Is he a potential killer? If you can track the right truth through the darkened forest of secrecy, you might be able to prove it.
Lady Love dies.
It's been a while since we needed you. The Syndicate is in danger. You're in danger. Unspoken things beyond the stars are in danger. The island will not give up its secrets easily.
Is paradise worth saving?
What is the truth? What are the facts? Are they the same? That's a long conversation, my summary of which is fuck you. Evidence, testimony, they are yours to find, yours to take. We must find who did this.
Crime cannot hide.
Crime always wants to be found. The nature of crime is perverse. Starlight has the blood records of the Council. I have just updated Starlight with a blood sample of Henry as well. Use them to examine the murder weapon and crime scene. Blood samples! I need this solved so we can move on to the new island. A suspect isn't enough. I need concrete proof. I am linked to Starlight, a conduit of justice. She will track your case files. She has just unlocked her suspect module.
Investigate.
Interrogate. Find the gold evidence in the silt of the island. When you are ready, bring them to me and we'll begin the trials. The trials will determine the guilty. Assemble your facts and present a truth to me. You may not understand your truths. Bring them to trial and we will reveal the guilty together and attain clarity. We can start the trials whenever you are ready. They will be the climax of your investigation, but you determine when that climax will be. Okay, so like I like a story that does this. This was kind of like LA Noire did this in a way that like was kind of underplayed but really neat. The idea like so when you say, you know, facts and truth, are they different? Like we're getting into a cantalouper. Ooh. We're kind of getting into this idea that like the story of what actually happened is not necessarily a story that we will proceed forward with. Like this says to me that there's absolutely a way that we finish the game with a wrong conclusion. You know, I don't know if that has effects past it. That was a weird thing about LA Noire. You could like arrest the wrong person and it basically didn't matter, but that's just how the case ended. I think maybe you didn't get all of the bonus points because you did not get the correct suspect, you know? But it's a neat idea, and I do like how it's sort of it creates a game that's self-pacing. I do like self-pacing, so we get to explore and determine truth to our own comfort and enjoyment leisure, you know? Enjoyment, leisure, pleasure?
Truth waits for you.
Are you ready to investigate? This island will try to hide the truth from you.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Holy shit. Okay. Is that why? No, I love it. That's great. I love that, actually. Actually?
The journey into truth and justice begins.
A duel across the sun-drenched streets between the investigator and the truth. Paradise Island is yours. Okay, can we get into it now? Because, like, this is now, they are just, I think the characters and the authors are now just sort of luxuriating in how great their symbology is. Let's go. Prime details received. 2352. Henry Division escaped from the desolation cell. Grand Marshal Akiko 14 was guarding him. Midnight. The council are murdered. Midnight 03. Henry is found outside of the council building by Akiko. Midnight 03. Akiko informs witness that Henry has been found and that the first seal guards are murdered. Midnight 05. Akiko confirms to witness that the holy seals are closed. She cannot secure the penthouse. Midnight 06. Judge assumes authority over the island and locks the paradise gates. Midnight 32. Syndicate meeting is held in courtroom. Judge appoints Carmelina as acting leader. 316. Judge decrees that they are bringing Lady Love Dies out of exile. A full investigation will happen before the island ends. 331. Judge activates Starlight and waits for Lady Love Dies to make contact. Crime details end. Great.
Key item obtained.
What is the picture behind the blood? I guess that's Henry then. A blood sample taken from Henry Division, the prime suspect of the council murder last night. Hey, can I have my gun? Ma'am? Ma'am question mark. Oh, maybe that is just like... I kind of like the... I don't know how I feel about the way that it's abstracted. Like, all the objects we've been picking up aren't objects. They are just these, like, symbols in the world. And it's like, yes, these are them. They are here. They're... Whoa! Whoa! Hey, this is cool. All right, we have... Okay, what do we have now? Great. Return to the judge to start the trials. Crimson Acid. Okay. Yuri Knight. Lydia and Sam Daybreak. Okay. Get their alibis. The witness to the end. Alibi. Yeah, everybody needs an alibi. Yeah, Grand Marshal Akiko. What happened? You're one of the first ones I want to talk to, really. Carmelina. I feel like she's a strong suspect, but I mean, if she is masterminding this, she is going to have covered her tracks well at this point, so I don't think we're going to get much out of her. So it's going to be we want to talk to her later after we have our own pieces to try and poke holes in whatever she gives us. Dr. Doom Jazz. Henry Division. Yeah, we need to talk to Henry. I bet he's going to not have memories of last night, or he's going to like be so demon corrupted that he's not really going to say anything of use. KHX is missing. Great. Oh, you're just that. Okay, you're that pallid bust. Potential leads. What is the second Holy Seal? The answer should be in the council building. But the third Holy Seal is the council building. The two murder garms that form the first Holy Seal at the entrance to the council building. That's true. I mean, yeah, usually first thing we want to do is check out the crime scene, right? Right now, the only crime... Like, we kind of have to break it into sub-crimes, right? Like, it is a sequence of events. The first instance that we can investigate is the murder of the two guards at the first Holy Seal. Still nothing. Timeline. Mans? Okay, hold up. That's a good timeline. Man's prehistory. The gods came to Earth, gift man technology, and the world becomes embroiled in a millennia-long war. The gods are betrayed by their enslaved armies and are killed, imprisoned, or driven from the Earth. The Syndicate is formed by worshippers of the god. The imprisoned god Silent Goat learns of the Syndicate and psychically gifts them his power. The Syndicate use his power to create the Paradise Island sequences and the reality folding drive to fuel them. I don't trust none of that. But we'll keep going. Sequence 13. Lady Love Dice is seduced by the god Damned Harmony. Okay, so we know about two gods. Silent Goat, who is imprisoned, and Damned Harmony, who we don't know about yet. Oh, this island has been going for 964 years. Okay, that is a long time to spend in a sequence. Okay. 10 years ago, Henry Division illegally communicates with the gods and is possessed by a demon of unknown origin. Henry murders his mother, and during his arrest, he also kills the Syndicate's exorcist Grace bloodlines. Demonic corruption taints the island. Paradise Island 24 is condemned. Preparations are made for the next one. Okay. Yes. Last night. Okay. God, man's prehistory is a great note to have on the timeline. Okay, so... Can we just... Whoa! Okay. There's Lydia. There's Starlight Augmented Vision active. Great. Who's the rabbit-headed person? There, crime scene. And they put it straight ahead of us. Smart. There's a lot of these around. Who is that? That matches to none of these. Interesting. Oh, man. Oh, the boy is here. Oh, man. Population. Here we go. This is telling us about... Okay, these are Syndicate members. Okay. KHX is missing. Move to next island. So some people have gone. Okay, so everyone... Oh my god. Leader Montserrat. Formed a syndicate with his mentor, Ezekiel. We'll come back to that. Became the leader of the syndicate when he killed the mad leader Ezekiel and saved the syndicate from darkness. Great. All right. Gabriella Devotion. Hailing from North Africa, High Priestess Gabriella Devotion is seen as mediator between the syndicate and the gods. Only certified priests are allowed to communicate with the gods, since communicating with astral deities opens passages in space which demons can pass through. Yeah, you kind of want to limit that. Pandora 2. Pandora 2 established the Dead Nebula Company early in the syndicate and became the only goods manufacturer on the islands. Okay. In conjunction with Masahiro Heavy Industries, she established the Deep Factory in the sprawling caverns under the islands. Great. Kafka Memory. Kafka Memory was a founding member of the syndicate and conceived the plan to mass abduct citizens from the real world and bring them to the island, forcing them to worship the gods. A cold-hearted man that grew increasingly introverted over the millennia. Okay, so okay. I still don't see a rabbit-headed person anywhere in here, so... Lunatic Pope? Okay, at what point do these stop being the council of a syndicate that worships dead alien gods and starts being new member applicants to the Wu-Tang Clan? Second in command to Gabriella and handles most of the day-to-day running of the religious aspects of the syndicate. From the sounds of are there non-religious aspects? Well, I guess whatever going on in the Deep Nebula goods manufacturing part. Born on the fifth island and advanced into the council through selfless devotion and a brain for interpreting bureaucratic aspects of the god's dogma. All right. Okay, so somebody who came from the islands made it to the council. That's an interesting. That actually is a level of class climbing that I would have assumed was not possible in a synthetic island situation such as this. Find Stranger. A mystery to almost all in the syndicate and council. It is unknown where he came from. Responsible for reading tomes during council meetings. Oh, like a nerd. Leon Disaster. Early in the syndicate, the need for a currency arose. Disaster found a way to harden blood into crystals. It was decided that only his blood would be used so as not to flood the market. Oh, that's going to do some whack stuff to the currency if no more currency can be created. Interesting. Makin Origin. Makin took over Masahiro Heavy Industries when Masahiro himself was murdered by the mad leader Ezekiel. Okay, there was some more stuff that happened in the past. Great. Since then, Makin has used her flair for industrial design to grow MHI and adapt to the changing needs of the Syndicate. She is responsible for the maintenance of the Syndicate's power source, the Reality Folding Drive. I want to go take a look at that. I don't necessarily know if I need to investigate that for the case, but I gotta go check that out. Aiz Kiwami. Suicide! Hold up, that's different. Born in a remote area of India and came to the Syndicate during the Great Betrayal. We'll have to learn about that. There's so many proper nouns, so many capitalized words in this game. Normally I'm not into it, but everything is also so brief and it leaves questions rather than it explaining it to you for so long that you fall asleep and then forget everything. It's great. It's great. After saving Doom Jazz from torture, the two chase after the newly formed syndicate as they made their way through Mesopotamia. Aiz Kiwami took his own life several years ago. It is unknown why. Okay, but so that means that's during this cycle. This island has been 1,000 years. A lot of stuff can happen in 1,000 years. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of islands that we really haven't been talking about. Well, okay, we talked about Island 5? Yeah, we talked about Island 5. And we had this early on in the Syndicate, which... Okay, no, so the Syndicate was formed before the islands because the Syndicate are the ones who formed the island. Wait, back to the timeline. The imprisoned god Silent Goat learns of the Syndicate and psychically gifts them his power. So, did the Silent Goat psychically connect to Ezekiel, who became the Mad Leader? I feel like that would make sense if that was how that went. Let's see here. Mahai Day. Undersigned New Night. The Grand Marshal of the Justice Marshals. Oh, so wait, the leader of the Marshals was looking after Daniel. Interesting. You're Daniel. Sorry, you're Henry Division. Who's Daniel? Citizen born in Arena Division 27 years ago. Father unknown. Father, okay, maybe that could come into play. Possessed by a demon 10 years ago. When he was 17. All right. Currently incarcerated in the Desolation Cell, accessible from the South Beach. Isaiah Bullet procures conditions and distributes citizens on the island. Previously married to Lady Love dies. Okay. Whoa, hang on. Grace Blood... Wait, who was talking about Grace Bloodlines? Grace Bloodlines, responsible for conducting and overseeing the exorcising of demons that possess island inhabitants, murdered by Henry Division 10 years ago. Right, that makes sense. KHX is missing. A number of days. So only days. Okay. Yuri Knight, the witness to the end. Born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under the sign of Destroyed Eden. Overseer of the end of the islands. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sam Daybreak. Man, this lady married to a skeleton man? Great. Born in the shadow of the dragon in Turkey in AD 999 under the sign of Shadow Zero. Bar master at Bar Knife Through the Heart. Great. The bartender skeleton. Yo, this game might rule. Many clues. Okay, Dr. Doom Jazz. Born in Cannon Fortress, Scotland in AD 988 under the sign of Cosmic Deceit. The Syndicate's doctor. Oh, yeah, doctor. Yeah, all right. Crimson Acid. Born in the Hospital of Our Martyred Goat, England in AD 1002 under the sign of Endless Moon. Okay, so he's 2 years younger than us. Right, we were born in 1000. Okay, wait. Because we can piece that together. Assuming a year is a year. No, we can't piece that together yet. So she was born in 1000, and it has been 3 million days since she has been in exile. So we can pin back how many years have... It is... Since the current year then would be like AD 1000 plus 3 million some odd days plus her age when she was sent to exile. Right? Right. Let's just say right, because I'm not doing that math anyway. But it's fun to think about. Born to Romeo and Natasha Silence. Okay. The Architect. Right. So, right. Carmelina Silence. Under the sign of Blood Dancer. Are we sure she's not our main suspect? Come on. But she's here. She hasn't moved to the next island. That's also interesting. Grace Bloodlines, murdered. Ais Kiwami, suicide. Those are really curious. 3,106 worshippers and workers. Victims of mass abductions brought to the islands and forced to worship the gods. The psychic energy created by their worship is channeled by syndicate priests and fed to the gods. Citizens are the lowest class of island inhabitants, spending their lives in worship and working in the deep factory and farm. Okay, so there's something going on here, right? Because, like, if people from the islands, which I'm guessing are kind of like citizens who were born here, right? Because he's 17 and the island has been going. So he was born on this island. I'm assuming a citizen. But we know that they can move up to council level. So people on the council are just kind of people. People are people. This is a class divide, not like a species divide or anything. Although that man's skeleton, so something's going on. Now I just want to talk to Dr. Doom Jazz because there is something going on with life spans. This might be some sort of utopia without sickness and death to some level. But so this also begs more questions because all the worshippers are sacrificed at the end. So there is... Every island gets populated with new abducted people. I feel like anybody who was alive for the abduction isn't going to lead to a perfect island utopia. But there might be something I'm missing. Oh, I was just... Time passes as you're staring at your laptop. Okay, great. Love that. Alright, let's talk to Shinji. A moment of your time. What now?
I hate demons.
Am I going to be seeing a lot of you? What now? I understand you've got a lot on your plate. A mass murder on an island full of weirdos and all that. I feel for you. I really do.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Skip to the end. You know the blood crystals? That currency you guys are so precious about? I took the liberty of acquiring some while everyone was leaving. Why did that radio static? Where is this going? I redistributed the wealth. Oh, he's a comrade. And a little freak.
Who?
Who to? Not who, but where. I've scattered it around the island. You'll need it. Crimson Acid will trade you blood crystals for secrets. If you want a cold, refreshing beer on a hot day, it'll cost you. Is it just me, or are the vending machines here a bit expensive?
Paradise feels wrong.
What would you know? You're from another planet. Hey, I'm just making conversation. Catch you later. I hate this dude, but I'm kind of into it. You know a dude that you love to hate? Yay. That's like a telephone pole. Oh, save point. Attention, Lady Love dies. Connection to island established. Progress saving enabled. Okay. Save the game. Or unlock fast travel. Spend 1 blood crystal to unlock travel to and from this point. Okay, so there's a cost for fast travel unlocking. Unlock now for a free Starlight Scout. Ooh. Tempting, but let's just save.
Game saved.
Alright. Not that. That's Judge. That's Skellington Man. That's Lydia. That's the Syndicate. Crime scene. We're going to the crime scene. Man, people just be like sanding out here, huh? Oh, it's her! No, it's not her. It's... Alright, we'll get to you later. Dead Nebula. Blah. Drinks cost blood crystals. Should I use this machine? Let's browse. You want Angel Ward? I love interfaces. Interface design is other people's interface design passion is my passion. Let's not. What do we get out of here? There we go. Okay, don't know what they're for. Our leader, Montserrat Breaker. Okay. All right, that's a hat for sure. I mean, like, yeah, the island isn't that big.
Blood crystal obtained.
The Godless Blood Dancer. She gifted technology to many races and is an astral engineer without equal. She has no interest in ethics, and her experiments have caused genocides across entire planets. All right. She's just in it for the science. A tower that broadcasts music to the speakers on the island. There's a tape in here. Uh-huh.
Music obtained.
Yes! You whispered goodbye to me as you left for the moon. You sent me music you wrote while staring at the earth. This is it. All right. So it's just like Metal Gear Solid 5. We're finding cassette tapes around the world. Save point. And they're also telephones. Right. Okay. God, I got to remember to save. Okay. Hey, what's going on here? Damned Harmony, the god that deceived me. That crime landed me in exile and cost me my career and husband. This is my chance to right the wrongs. That's why they split up? Oh, man. Hey, what's... Okay. The birthplace of the gods. A hellish maelstrom of frighteningly antique space. Good descriptors. What are you?
Key item obtained.
Red crest obtained. A red crest found in the Syndicate HQ. It looks like it will fit into something. Okay. Wait, where? We've made it over here? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Yeah, okay, we are there. Oh, this whole building is the... Ooh. That's a big face. Okay. Elevator? I don't think I want to go anywhere yet. Investigate scene. Wait. No, let's start with one scene. Gotta follow the clues, right? Like I could, you know, we'll probably end up pointing our nose everywhere, but
Key item obtained.
another red crest. Okay.
Blood crystal obtained.
More music.
Music obtained.
End of the world. Want to know the secret to power? Drink a beer on a hot afternoon. You become invincible. The feeling is like no other. All right. This way, right? Yes. Boy, there is a lot of place here.
Blood crystal obtained.
Council building. I'm loving this so far though. Like, even just the premise of like
Blood crystal obtained.
looking at it from like a, you know, product design standpoint, I guess. Like, this is an island sandbox for us to vibe and poke around in and discover a story. And yes, this sort of like Memphis Vaporwave kind of style, so you do have to be into that. But if you are, this is great. Like, this is a place I will enjoy exploring. I'm already, you know, have some thoughts about the characters. I'm already a bit invested in this world, and it's about an hour. We should do this.
Fast travel unlocked.
Travel from... No, we use blood to travel. Ugh. Forbidden City.
Obtained.
A city that was sealed off. Knowing the reason was outlawed. The resistance was crushed. Well, that's... First of all, we're using that. Oh, yeah! Okay, this is a crime scene. This is where Henry was found after he escaped. If I find where he started from, I can compare the timeline to the distance. This is the murder weapon Henry was found with. This is what he was found with. Do we know it's a murder weapon yet? Looks like a combat knife. Clean blade, but covered in blood. All right. Alleged murder weapon. Thank you. Starlight can run the blood.
Analyzing.
Ah,
All of the blood on here is from council members. There are 2 other blood samples here, presumably from the dead marshals up ahead. Okay. All right. Case file work has not been carried out for 3,004,769 days. Please review the following information. All obtained evidence is stored in Starlight. Case files are opened automatically as you find evidence. Starlight will link each piece of evidence to the relevant suspect in each case file. Starlight will also update evidence as new facts are discovered. Starlight is limited to tracking and categorization. The investigator must use their intuition and reasoning to define the truths. Since this is the first piece of evidence you have acquired, Starlight will now display how the evidence is categorized. This is the only time this flow will be displayed. If you wish to see this flow every time you acquire evidence, please enable the evidence flow in the options menu. Okay. No further evidence to process. Great. Okay. Suspects. Good. Yes, suspects. Why would these 2 be suspects? I don't have a reason for that yet. The crime to end all crimes. KHX is missing, and just some other stuff that happened. Oh, hey. Yeah, about that knife. Can't find more about that. Okay. That is a weird way to categorize. Creating like a mental map of stuff like that is hard. Okay, they died right here. The first Holy Seal protecting the council building is a pair of 2 high-ranking martial guards.
Crime is repulsive.
They were killed last night by whoever breached the council building. Time to find some evidence. Oh!
Scene investigation.
Oh! They're guards. That's what they're not rabbits. They're goat-headed. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Killed with a blade. There are ragged gashes across the throats of each soldier. The cuts were done with a blade, but not a perfect one. Nicks or damage on the blade probably caused the messy cuts. Well, we just found the knife, and the knife was clean. It didn't say it was broken or ragged or anything like that, so it's possible that was not actually the murder weapon right here. Symbol drawn in blood. There are symbols drawn in the blood. They are demonic glyphs from a cosmic language I do not recognize. Okay. There's no, like, scrolling. There's nothing else. We've done it. These are the martial guards that formed the first of the Holy Seals. High-ranking marshals that were supposed to shield the council from
The
attack.
investigator is here.
They were in someone's way. Okay, let's run the blood.
What the hell?
Is this right? These aren't marshals.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I don't know who they are, but this blood doesn't match the ones on record for the marshals assigned to guard duty. Interesting.
What the hell?
It's going on. Oh, okay. It actually gives you the thing here. The master record of marshals is supposed to be tasting here. Who's really? Yeah. So Akiko knows something. I don't know if she has like the motive to kill off the council. We have to learn more about that, but she's up to something. Have they been body swapped? Is Starlight wrong? This blood matches the blood on the knife, so either this knife was used or it's been set up to look like it was.
I don't like this.
They've both had their throats cut. The lacerations are
I
ragged.
need to investigate this.
This was probably done with a damaged blade.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
There are marks drawn in the blood.
Analyzing.
Got it.
The blood matches the blood of the dead bodies. I mean, it's important to check, but like, yeah. Looks like they've been daubed with a finger.
Sure.
Maybe some kind of ritualistic marking.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Shut up. Henry has demonic symbols burned into his skin as a result of his position. This could indicate he was here. No, his are on his skin and burned. I mean, obviously we go see if it's a markings match, because it's a markings match. Either A, they're from the same source of demonic source, same demonic god, whatever. Well, no, the gods are different from the demonic. Anyway, or it means somebody was trying to frame Henry, which would make a lot of sense. Okay. So this is the council building. Grotesque pyramid charms obtained. 3 holy pyramid charms. The gods, the syndicate, the citizens. Okay. Yeah. So then, like, somewhere in here we get around to this. Hi, Shinji. Can you look at this? No, I know you're there, Shinji. What's this? Some pink petals. Weird. There aren't any flowers here. Did that add anywhere? Nope. I would have added that. That's definitely something. The symbols in the blood. No, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't like that it doesn't give us more details on this at this point. Notes. Okay. Hi, Shinji. You ever been to space, loved eyes? I always wanted to. I hear the moon's nice and quiet. Well, strap in. Beyond that door is space.
The investigator is here.
Is that a metaphor or something? Nah, just hardcore space. This is the second holy seal. It's a rock floating through space. You know, the cosmos?
What the hell?
The second holy seal is behind that door. Are you even listening? Yeah, one of the safeguards that the killer got through. You gotta find a solution to the puzzle on the plateau to get to the rest of the building.
How?
How do you know about the second seal? Space has a stench. It's full of cosmic horror and existential nightmares. I can smell it. And the puzzle? I came to this island through a psychic corridor in space. I got a feel for these things. You could just solve the puzzle without any hints? Sure, why not? I imagine you put a rock in an empty drink can. You can turn the can and feel the rock move. You can shake it and feel it. You learn how the rock moves, and without seeing it, you can work out how to get it out of the opening, right? It's like that, but the rock is a dumb puzzle designed by someone who thinks they're more clever than they are, and the can is space. A lot going on here. So I can just feel my way through it. No, you aren't attuned. You're not from space. You can't feel the rock or the can. Speaking of cans, how am I supposed to get through the puzzle then? Are you kidding me? You're the investigation freak, aren't you? That's what everyone says, right? Investigate. Do you think there's anyone else on the island that knows about this seal? Someone that knows about space? The prime suspect is that Henry guy, right? If he got through here, it might be because of the demon inside of him feeling its way through.
How?
How likely is that? Hell, I don't know. How likely is anything? Alright, I'm back against this guy now. If you're asking me to place a bet on it, I'd say it's good odds a demon that came here on a psychic pathway could find their way through.
Got it.
Like you? Yeah, like me. But, and this is key, it'd need to be the one that has the strength. I'm too weak. Henry's demon has got a host, though.
How?
How could Henry survive on a rock in space? With great difficulty, I'd say. The demon inside him probably kept his body together, stopped his organs being sucked out his ears. Shinji speculates that Henry could have found his way through the second seal labyrinth since demons are attuned to space. And anything you can't do? Is there anything you demons can't do? Hi, Rue. We're investigating. That demon's a ball of a ball of the angriest psychic energy I've ever seen. You get someone angry enough and they can do anything, including keeping someone alive in space. Why not? Stop being sarcastic. The hell do you know about demons? I hate this dude, but he's great.
I don't like this.
I ran the Paradise Psycho unit. Oh, this rules. And where's that now?
Sorry.
That's what I thought. By the way, I got a present for you. You're going to need some help if you're going to space.
What the hell?
A space helmet? Great. Figured you'd want to breathe and keep your insides in your body. Where did you get this? I was poking about around here this morning. It was behind one of those planters. Looks like someone dumped it.
Sure.
Meaning someone had used it to go through the seal? Why are you asking me? Get your investigation freak on. I added some heart stickers to it. Makes it yours, don't you think? Which planter did you find it behind? The one with the statue. Never mind that. Focus on the big picture. You're about to go to space. Have you been in there? Are you listening? My body's too frail. I'm too weak to leave the island.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Aren't you worried about what happens when this island ends? How about blink out of existence? If I spent all my time worrying about trivial shit like that, I'd have no time to think about us.
That's strange.
Us? Yeah. Maybe after you've saved this dump, you and I could take a long walk on the beach before...
I don't like this.
Let's talk about this another time, Shinji. And by another time, I mean not in this lifetime. Whatever. God! It has seen better days and is an old model, but allows the wearer to traverse space. Yeah, that's how he leaves. He's a demon from space. Oh, this is... Okay, so now can we... This is where Shinji said he found a space helmet. Pink
The
petals.
investigator is here.
There aren't any flowers here, so where did they come from? Yuri wears a hat with pink flowers. Okay, now we gotta talk to Yuri. Yeah, this rules so far. Like, it's got the, you know, like mall vaporwave vibe, which is, I like. Yeah, no, we're on like a bottle island of sorts. There's a day-night cycle. Like when you go through the intro, you look down on the island and it's like, yeah, that's where the crime happened. Go there. And like, it looks like mist. It looks like mist. You see that dome over there? Apparently we can go there. You see those spinning rings? That's a reality folding device psychically gifted to the Syndicate by alien gods. The ones who were imprisoned, not the ones who were exiled or killed. And also, you get a laptop that is for investigation shit. The timeline starts at man's prehistory. This game kind of rules. No, we already investigated. Do we go to space first? Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's great. Like, it's... But also, it's I was saying before, like, it feels like it's kind of got the thing, like, people know from LA Noire, where you can present your case with whatever facts you have. You don't have to wait until you have the correct story. So it really is a matter of poke around this island until you are satisfied. You know I'm going to try to go to space, though. Great. Love it. So this is space, huh? A lovely looking esoteric plateau. What secrets does the second holy seal hold? Is that a camera? I've not seen these symbols before. There might be a clue on the island. Okay. Okay. Snake. Bird. Cow? Bull. Skull. All right, man. If you say so, scholar. Right. I have a flashlight. It's okay. Blood crystals are money. I need to find how to unlock this. All right, great. Man seated with his knees up wearing a funny hat. See, I look at that and that looks like a sort of like a hand, like bent up at the elbow, like an elbow resting on a table, holding a weird tuning fork thing. Also, kind of holding a book. So, like, the thing is like a goatee. Could be a lot of things. Huh. Space be out here. Good, the gravity's low. Wow, yeah, they just... I do love an esoteric plateau. You only save manually in this game. Hey, where does the map say I am? No idea. Great, got it. A quill? Could be a quill. I mean, there's definitely like something Egyptian hieroglyphic looking about it, so. Okay, here's the thing. I remember where a phone was. And then I gotta jump off the space rock just to be sure. Oh! There's no fall damage on the island. They actually specifically addressed that.
Game saved.
Hey, before we go elsewhere. Also, what's behind this door? Oh! Okay. I do love to go up. What are you? This is a maintenance hatch for the council building.
That's weird.
Looks like it has been opened. The anti-tamper seals are cut and the grate has been pried open. You need a thin tool to open this.
Sure.
There are scrape marks going into the access hole as well.
I
Okay.
need to investigate this.
Let's see here. New evidence. The security grate inside of the council building looks like it has been forced open. The anti-tamper seal has been cut, and the edges of the grate are scuffed, indicating it has been pried open. This opening would get someone in behind the Holy Seal Martial Guards. A good way to do a surprise attack. There are scrape marks here as well, like something was dragged through the access hole. No, so specifically, this is on Earth. This is all on Earth. The gods are ancient aliens. And Paradise, the island, is a sort of... It is an... They're trying to create like a perfect island. Just like in the sense of like, I don't know, they're trying to create their own paradise heaven or something, right? But it's on Earth. Like, India and Pakistan and London are places that exist. Lady Love Dies was born in London in 1000 AD. So, you know, there's... Yeah, apparently we're just on Earth. Go figure. Okay. What else is up here? What sounds broken? Thank you.
Crystals obtained.
Oh! Oh no! Okay, we can parkour. Oh god. Oh god, we can parkour. Okay, nobody told me about this part of the game. Because, you know, if we can parkour, let's parkour. Let me over here. Okay, that's not a yacht. Hello, wild North American trash bear. That's too long. Space Earth. Yeah, no, Earth is already in space. Earth is already space Earth. Let's not be heliocentric isn't the right word. Geocentric? Let's not be geocentric about this. Is that just the light? Okay. Okay. Can't jump high enough to do that. And this is... Oh, right, I can crouch as well. Okay, no, we're not stuck. Stuck? That's not the word. This opens up all sorts of exciting possibilities. I am gonna cram this woman against every piece of geometry in this world now. Wish I had a zoom. This is heading towards... This is the Syndicate headquarters still? No, that's the Syndicate headquarters there. Yeah, there you go. That's the reality folding device. Out there on Long Island, or whatever. Okay. Okay, there's the apartments that drive the citizens crazy. That's the heavy manufacturing plant? What was the domes over there? Oh, that's the opulent ziggurat. That's the temple. Right, alright, fine. Oh, how do I get there? Oh no. Oh no, it's a challenge. How do I get there? I approach it from even higher up? Alright. So we came, we saw there's a knife. We really gotta go talk to Akiko. LA, Monaco, and the Andes. Yeah? Alright, we find out what happens now.
Respawning.
Oh, easy. Easy, no problem. Good. Yep, still a knife. We want to go talk to Akiko. Akiko is... Right, Akiko is all the way out there by the desolate cell? Yeah, and what's-his-face is out there too, so that's actually... That's a sort of two birds with one stone kind of situation. What are you?
Relic obtained.
Island Sequence 001 Memento obtained. First island sequence. Our blessed island plan was formed. Ezekiel forms the council to lead us into new island sequences. Alright, so it was just like, they just made a baby island at first. That's cute. Okay, this way. Excuse me?
Blood crystal obtained.
Silent Goat. The first god humanity had contact with. Oh. He gifted his power to the Syndicate while he was being tortured during the Great Betrayal. His gift allowed us to create the island sequences. Okay. Why's he got a stick in him? Oh, he has the most arms yet, too. Use Nightmare Computer. Use Nightmare Computer. Yes,
Nightmare computer.
These Nightmare Computers can log activity in an area that normally set up to TOS pass through a door or access the system.
Ooh, the
If I-
investigator is here.
If I can use Starlight to help me gain access, then I might be able to get some evidence. All right, Starlight, let's get to work. Right, so this is Island 24. The council were all murdered on the night, like the moment that they finished building Island Sequence 25, but before anybody could go there. So Island 25 already exists, but Island 24 is on lockdown until we finish our investigation, basically. And Island 24 itself has been running for, what did it say it was? Like 964 years on this current iteration? So, yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't have any of those yet. Interesting. Well, oh no, that's not that. That is like a... This and that. These. Okay. Now these are round boys with skull. This is gentle face with icky uppies. Oh, it's just the same goat again. Okay. And gentle face, but with round boy horns.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Okay.
Sure.
These are the logs of who entered and exited the Syndicate HQ last night. Okay. There's only one route to the council building and involves going through the Syndicate HQ. If Henry did escape and killed the council, he'd have come through here. Let's see.
Connecting.
Oh,
Architect Carmelina left the HQ early through this gate. So did Yuri. Doom Jazz didn't leave his clinic. Interesting.
Analyzing.
what the hell?
Henry has been logged coming through this gate. This is the only way he'd get to the council building by himself. Is there another route he could have taken from his cell? Okay. Hands. Sky's supposed to move like that? Is that okay? Ah.
Relic obtained.
Fantastic crystallized tear necklace obtained. Rare and highly prized. Sometimes people inflict misery on others in an attempt to pan for them. Woof. I'm gonna go ahead and save.
Game saved.
I think part of why I'm really into this so far is because, like, even though Lady Love Dies is clearly, like, been a Syndicate member for a long time, well, before the exile at least, like, so she is, like, you know, waist deep in a lot of what's going on, but it's also the fact that she's been out of the game for so long, and, you know, she was in exile, so it's kind of this idea of just, like, I don't have to be involved in this anymore, I can just go on. I can go do my own thing. So there is this, like, she has this sort of impartial disconnect that comes from having been exiled for 3 million days. And change. Who are... Okay, well, first of all,
Relic obtained.
I need this splendid pamphlet. A pamphlet about the celebratory gardens. They are dedicated to Gregory Complex, the Syndicate member responsible for weaving the broken timelines together several sequences ago. His sacrifice will be remembered. 6 things about that description, though. When did the timelines break? Several sequences ago. So that's literally like a few millennia. Are you here to take me away? Where?
Where?
Where would I want to take you? To the ritual. Are you a citizen? Am I? I was once, but now I don't know. I'm lost. You're still here even after the citizen slaughter ritual preceding the end of this island. Why? Maybe the gods rejected my sacrifice? I knew the ritual was coming. We all knew, but it was sooner than expected. I thought we had a few more hours, so I left the house to go and find something I'd lost.
Sure.
And what was that? A stone that had fallen from my ring. It was something my wife gave me to celebrate our first lunar cycle together. It's got no value. She just found it on the beach. But as we held it, our troubles seemed to fade. Being close to each other is all that mattered. Oh, my guy. When we got married, I had it placed in my wedding ring. It fell out a few days ago. So some other stuff happened a few days ago, like HKX went missing a few days ago. So you were out looking for the stone? Yes, I needed that stone with me. Before I found it, the marshals came and took me to the ritual. I pleaded, I begged, I just needed a few more moments. I became so angry. If I couldn't find my stone, then at least let me see my family one last time. I was always told death would be peaceful, but that was a lie. And how do you feel now? The anger has not dissipated, but I am still here. I'm here for a reason. I must find my stone so I can rest. Will you help me? Hell yeah, listen. Alright, here's the thing. My lady love dies. Absolutely is just like, man, Syndicate all got murdered, huh? Wow, sucks for them. Oh, you want me to come do my job? Sure. Consultant rates by the hour. So, you know, we are here to stick our nose in absolutely every nook and cranny. And also, we're going to go have a beer on the beach. I hear that makes you invincible.
I need to investigate this.
I'll find your stone. I am an investigator. She's the only investigator. Thank you. Look around the park between the Citizen and Syndicate apartments. I'm sure I lost it when I was sat on a bench there. Okay. Now, will that appear as a... Oh, that's him. Okay. Oh, okay. Those are all the save points popping up. You're the one with pink petals on your hat. So we gotta see what the heck you were doing going to space. More music.
Music obtained.
Remember how her lipstick looked on the TV? And his lipstick? Divine. I loved those two. Late nights were better back then. Okay. Is that a humming? Is that a thrumming? Hey, what's going on in here? Oh, a ladder, huh? Oh. Oh, we could go places, huh? This is electronically locked. I need to find a power switch for it. Okay. Up. Great. Parkour? Hey. Parkour? Parkour? What? Okay, alright. Air control is quite a bit janky. There we go. Parkour? Parkour? Oh, really? Oh, yes! Got it. Parkour. Parkour never let me down. Always bet on parkour. Also, I could have just jumped past the gate on this side. What? I go to jail now? Love dies. We have the suspect in custody. You are not necessary. Oh, you guilty as hell, lady. Oh, belligerent or sassy? Belligerent. So why are you calling? I am under orders to cooperate with your Nenorosito? Is that a thing? Sure. Are you going to obstruct my investigation? Investigator, Tasinabi Dingura. We have a suspect that was found with the murder weapon. He has motive and history. He was found with the council's blood in his stomach. We're not making a super collider here, Nenorosito. I guess that's a name she's using for her. Henry broke free, tore through the prison bridge, breached the holy seals, and murdered the council. Case closed, investigator. I hope that this is as simple as it appears. The suspect is back under inhibitor sedation. Inhibitor sedation? Dami puerte. Inhibitors are injected into him to keep him sedated. Go ask Doom Jazz if you want to know more. I am guarding the suspect at the desolation cell on the rock if you need to speak to me again. The control panel to raise the bridge has been updated to accept your blood vial. Only I have access to the prison, but Judge ordered me to authorize you. The bridge across to the prison is on the south beach. Goodbye. Great. Okay. So why would she call... Wait. First of all, more music. You spun me around. I wanted it to last forever. We were roller skating. I wanted to never take them off. The setting sun sparkled on the ocean. Oh, I would love to select my car to this music. Okay. What was I doing? Right, I'm trying to... I wonder if she called because, like, time had passed, or if I crossed a, crossed a threshold or something. But I gotta go talk to her. Listen. She is the most going to get talked to right now. Wait, do I have to go from there? I want to get here. Oh. Hello. Money.
Plus crystal obtained.
Good lighting in this game. This game has ray tracing, right? We did see that earlier. Okay. Okay, there's a bit going on here. These bars on the prison bridge have been destroyed. I presume this is how Henry got out. The desolation cell is connected to the mainland by this bridge. There's some residue. I'll run it through Starlight.
Analyzing.
Residue samples. 68% thermite, 29 barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonite. No traces of unknown chemicals found. This is thermite. It doesn't seem to be demonic in nature. Also, did that voice line just say Nani the hell? I was busy thinking about thermite, so I didn't quite catch it.
The investigator is here.
Someone may have melted through these bars. Okay. You are... Okay, this is... Believe it or not, this is a person. What do you want, freak?
The investigator is here.
What's your deal? Security. After last night, I'm here to man the bridge controls.
That's strange.
Why? These are the only controls. The Grand Marshal is guarding the killer. If he escapes again, which he won't, I'm here to raise the bridge.
That's it.
Good. Just in time. Glad Paradise is safe now. So I'm guessing this is the... Oh, by the way, you missed it earlier. That's where we were exiled. That cool apartment up there. It's fine. It's fine. So where does this go? This door leads to the barracks. It's a secure tunnel to the desolation cell where Henry is incarcerated. It is coded only to Akiko's blood vial. That was Nani the hell. Alright, good. Or bad. I'm not sure. Okay, so barracks tunnel. When you say blood vial, do you mean you just stick your hand in there and it checks you? Alright, let's go to jail.
Nightmare computer.
So we need skull with long boy. We need wide boy. And we need skull with high top.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
You know, the abundance of cheap or even free to use resource packs is an incredible utility, is an incredible resource that we have today that has really opened up accessibility to creation of all sorts, plenty of accessible tools and resources. That being said, as the bridge raised, somebody did call an emergency meeting on the Among Us ship. And take that as you will. Let's go to jail. Well, that seems bad. Or is that just sunset? I love the lower left title that keeps coming up. So, all right, this is a place.
Game saved.
That's the silent goat. We know this. We know this, them. Thank you for pronouncing that for me. Okay. Oh, she's the, did it say she was the one from North Africa? I forget. I forget where it said she was from.
What the hell?
Pardon? I'm calling you something unspeakable in my native language.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Good to see you again, Akiko. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Born in Mihai, Romania. Okay, I'm totally wrong. In AD 991, under the sign of New Night. The Grand Marshal recruits, trains, and leads her marshals in any military activity the Syndicate performs. Akiko was born an orphan in Mihai. Already an orphan when born. That's a good trick. Mihai de Romania during the reign of the gods. She was drafted into the army of New Knight as Damned Harmony's forces pushed across Eastern Europe. At age 13, she was leading guerrilla operations after excelling at hand-to-hand and weapons-based combat. When the Great Betrayal happened, she fled to join the Syndicate. New Knight had given her a home and a purpose. She had no intention of forsaking her god. I'll brief you on the murderer. I'll let her set her own trap for now.
Sure.
I'm listening.
I'm a soldier.
There's always a first time, I suppose. Henry Division has been incarcerated for a decade. Before his incarceration, he was arrested multiple times for arson, robbery, assault, and attempted celestial rituals. You know, boys will be boys. Wait, hang on. He had been under watch by his school and served a short jail time for attempting to communicate with the gods in a failed ritual. Okay. 1 year later, he succeeded in communicating with the gods. Demons poured in through the psychic pathways he opened. See, this is why you have to be like a licensed high priest in order to communicate with the gods, because of the psychic pathways that it opens. Henry was possessed by a demon and killed his mother in their apartment. We arrested him, but he had already tainted the island. We sealed off the area around his apartment. The concrete sarcophagus over the dead zone. Oh, they just Chernobyled it because of demon infestation. Great. Okay. Henry resisted arrest and murdered our chief exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. He's been kept here in the desolation cell full of inhibitors ever since. Except for last night, apparently.
How?
So how did he escape? I removed him from his cell and took him to the ritual stone. The blood pools in the recesses of the stone and stops the tainted liquid from touching the island.
That Labaju.
The Labaju took his chance when I opened the cell. He pushed me aside and then he was gone. This was at 23:52.
That's strange.
You know the time precisely.
Durfa.
I can tell you how many rounds are in any gun I pick up. I can tell you the weight of any sword you hand me. Soldiers make sure they know things.
Got it.
How did Henry get a murder weapon? He took my combat knife. When he escaped, in the struggle, he grabbed my knife. Did he attack you? No, he took it and ran.
Where?
Where did you find him?
Ești pe bune?
Outside the council building at 003. He was passed out. The demon did its work and left him broken. He had the knife with him. Okay. I attempted to secure the crime scene, but was unable to. We are not able to traverse the second holy seal.
Free.
I'm just gonna let those go because it'll be worse if I try. I'm glad it's there. Wrap this up so we can execute him and go to the next island, Love Dies.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Our orders are to investigate before we execute him.
Rahat.
Don't drag this out. Do your work and let me do mine. Here's my report about last night. All right?
That Labaju.
And a report on his history. Dr. Doomjazz left his medical report with me as well. Take it. Doomjazz examined Henry? When we found him, we called the doctor. It's standard practice to get him examined. Speak to Doomjazz if you want to know more.
Goodbye, Nenorochito.
Bye. All right.
Ah,
This is Dr. Doomjazz's medical report for Henry. Doomjazz examined him last night after his arrest. Syndicate Health Assessment Document, Citizen Version. Oh. All right, listen. Examination instructions state that citizens should be examined but not administer medication or care beyond what is necessary. Patient's body is strong but fatigued, shows clear signs of possession, scarring, burns, and arcane sigils. Blood work shows no sign of abnormalities or intoxication. He should have been highly intoxicized because of all the inhibitors he's on, so that's abnormal.
That's weird.
Patient had visible blood around the mouth. Tests show this blood matches several victims of the council's murder. Okay.
Sure.
Further samples confirm that blood was ingested via the mouth and within the stomach of the patient, likely ingested during the attack. Patient appears free from mental illness, but is suffering from amnesia, a common side effect of demonic possession. So he's currently not possessed? Or are we counting demonic possession separate from a mental illness? Patient has no memory of the decade since his possession. Patient doesn't remember anything about the events of tonight. Okay. Collapse most likely due to extreme exhaustion from overexertion. Okay, so if he's been here and inhibited for a decade, and the first time we see him do anything, he has no it makes sense he has no memory because he's been sedated the whole time, regardless of if he was also possessed and also no, and also just possessed. This is not the only. There's inconsistencies here. I feel like Columbo. I'm doing. Like, this is the thing that I love about Columbo. I'm just trying to, like, vocalize all the things that I imagine Columbo thinks. But then what he actually says is, and one more thing. One more thing. It says there were no intoxicants in Henry's blood. My sister. She's very much into intoxicants. It's a hobby of hers. The Lady Love Dies' ex-husband has already moved on to Island 25, which I find weird. But moving on.
I hate demons.
During the patient's possession 10 years ago, arcane sigils were seared into his flesh by the possessing demon. These symbols were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. Since no exorcism was performed 10 years ago, Henry has been tortured by the demon contained within
The
him.
investigator is here.
During prior examinations, the patient has complained about the white-hot rage inside of him. Okay. The patient's body had the correct dosage of demonic inhibitor. Oh, okay, fine. My final assessment is that the demon within the patient managed to overcome the inhibitors at a crucial moment. No? The patient escaped under the will of the demon with no memory of it having happened.
Got it.
Well, everything checks out. It doesn't. It super doesn't. Let me talk to Henry about this. This is where Henry started from. This is where Henry started from, according to Akiko. She claims he broke free at 2352 and was found at 0003. Starlight can crunch the numbers. Yeah, that's 11 minutes ish. The distance and times don't match up. He couldn't have broken free, made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have got back to the penthouse entrance to be found in the time Akiko claims. Impossible time frame. Yeah, obs. Hey, you good in there?
Henry Division.
Possessed citizen accused of mass. Who the fuck are you?
Henry Division.
Henry Division, the prime suspect. A citizen born to Rena Division 27 years ago, father unknown. Arrested multiple times by the marshals for assault, robbery, arson, and torture. Imprisoned in the desolation cell after killing his mother during his possession 10 years ago. Intellectual and creative, but finds it difficult to apply himself. He struggled through his schoolwork until he became aware of demonology and suddenly developed an interest in occult mathematics. You know, it just takes the one spark of interest to just completely turn a student around. I said, who the fuck are you? I'm polite to this guy. He's like a double victim here. The shading on her scarf changes when the arm moves, and it upsets me. Like, I get it, but also the inside of the collar, the line width changes.
Sure.
An investigator. I want to ask you some questions about last night.
Want to have a nice little chat?
Okay, let's have a chat, a talk, a nice sit down.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Start with your history. You're a citizen born on this island 27 years ago. No one knows who your father is. That's weird, isn't it, investigator? You syndicate fucks control this whole island, but you don't know who fucked my mom? No DNA check? No nothing?
Don't test me.
You've been in and out of the Marshall Detention Center more times than anyone else.
Crime cannot
Fighting.
hide.
Robbery, arson, torture, and then finally you got locked up when you were possessed by a demon and killed your mother.
Don't test me.
You broke the law and started communicating with the
The
gods.
facts and the truth are not the same.
An act forbidden because the psychic pathways opened allow demons, other alien races, to enter a reality and corrupt the island. I grew up without a dad on a synthetic island in a different reality, forced to worship gods that want to rule the world. I needed something to do. He ain't wrong. And some fuck started giving me books on demonology. Said I was a gifted astral communicator or some shit. Who's that? That's an important person. There you go.
The investigator is here.
You don't know who it was? Are you fucking deaf? Sounds like I need to look into this.
I spend my entire life adrift.
Sounds like I need to look into this.
I don't like this.
I'm going to need a drink after this. And I'm going to...
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Stop. I would like to turn those down, if not off.
Sure.
You couldn't handle communicating with cosmic beings and a demon possessed you. Cosmic radiation poured out of you, and now we have the dead zone. A demon possessed you, and you killed your mother and Grace Bloodlines, our chief exorcist. Whatever you fucking say. I'm sympathetic to this guy. I understand this is hard. You're the victim of possession. The fuck do you understand? I don't even know you. What do you know about demons?
Don't test me.
I used to be the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. My investigations touched on gods and demons. Used to be? I let a god get into my head. He almost wiped the islands out. I was exiled. Poetic. 2 lawbreakers. What could go wrong? Are we going to get down to some actual questioning or what?
The investigator is here.
Interesting. Before that, tell me about the demon inside you. I've had 10 years of the thing riding around inside of me. Glass shards in my bones, blood boiling, flesh on fire. It's been a real party. How does the demon make you act? My body used to be real pretty. Now look at me. I'm a gray husk covered in this demonic shit. These sigils constantly cook my flesh. 10 years of the stench of my own flesh being seared. Yeah, that's rough. I say it's had a pretty negative impact on my outlook and behavior.
I must be the bad guy, right?
You got any questions or what?
Henry's demonic possession.
Wow, okay. Yeah. An investigation into the heart of madness begins. Lady Love Dies must find the facts and assemble the truth. The road to her truth will be a long one. The journey will be hard. The light of her truth glows dimly, but with facts it will shine bright. Good questions. Let's hang out. Let's talk, Henry.
The investigator is here.
I need to know more about you. Tell me about your childhood. Oh, you know, the usual. Enslaved, forced to worship nightmare gods, that kind of thing. How do you people sleep at night? You abduct us from the real world and use us as cattle. great. Hey, choices in video games are alright. This whole thing is messed up.
What?
What?
Got it.
24 islands and we're no closer to our goal. All we've done is churn through citizens and lose each other to murder and demonic invasions. So why are you here? I would also like to know this. The cycle will continue one way or another. I'm trying to make it the best I can. Whatever. Oh! Relationship up! Oh no! Oh no! Mechanical incentive to hang out. Oh no! Yeah, there's definitely not a lot of neutral options. I'm not sure how much it is like. I don't know if we're going to like get to decide Love Dies' personality throughout the course of this by our options. I imagine it is more like a just sort of like, well, I don't know. I could actually totally believe that like the options you pick are going to affect like how characters respond to you, and in that sense you may be opening or closing doors to yourself. I mean, taking positions is good. Like, I'm always saying this about like, you know, media in general, is that like as an author you're going to make a statement simply by the act of creating something that will be viewed by an audience. So it is important that you take control and, you know, choose what that decision is, or choose what that statement is. The idea of like, you know, saying nothing is an act of cowardice when you're creating media. How does that apply to conversations in a video game? Okay, maybe not so much. But like, you know, the idea that it's like you do have to choose. You know, it's prodding, right? A neutral conversation would not push anything forward in the investigation, in the story, in the relationships. It's, you know, it's like being a GM. A failed die roll doesn't mean stalemate. A failed die roll means, you know, the story proceeds because of the failure. Things will proceed one way or the other. So it's like I can appreciate that style of conversation at this point. Like there's been no conversation that has just looped. You know what I'm saying? It's we have not arrived at nothing. We have pushed people one way or another and made progress every single time. It feels good, honestly. Like maybe you don't want to push hard, but like again, to go back to the Columbo thing, because Columbo is, somebody put up a poll on Mastodon that was like, you committed a murder, you've covered your tracks well, you're confident, which detective would make you lose your shit if they were assigned to your case? And everyone voted Columbo over Holmes, Poirot, and Murder, She Wrote lady, which is funny because she's not a law enforcement officer. She's an author. Okay. I feel like this is just going to keep going. Like, this doesn't really have chapters or nothing, right? I'm going to talk to you again. Because you don't want to talk to me.
Code 14.
Let's hang out.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Got a minute?
Nenorochito!
You're going to die. Humor me. Having fun playing detective? Weary. Do I want to antagonize her? See, this is the... Is she going to sort of like respect the combat of conversation? No, she's going to try to win. So I think maybe like being weary is almost like a point of submission that might make her feel more comfortable, even though it's correcting her.
Got it.
Investigator.
Nenorochito!
Whatever. Hurry up and get this investigation done. I'm waiting for you to tell me what I already know. Oh, contradiction. No question. You always question somebody until they contradict themselves. Never contradict somebody. This is my advice on all conversations, not just playing detective.
What?
What you already know?
That Labajiu.
That guy in the cage. He needs a bullet between the eyes.
Is this a fact?
That hasn't been
or
proven
a
yet.
truth? I was born to investigate.
An investigator needs to soak in the facts, breathe in the evidence, savor the I don't care.
This has been delightful.
Thanks, Akiko. This has been delightful. Bing! That's an increase! That's an increase! May your night be bright, and may you reach the moon. Hey! I like that, it's not a salutation. Salutation is when you arrive. What do you call it when you depart? That farewell? I like that as a farewell. Oh, I gotta go all the way back. You know what?
Fast travel unlocked.
We'll call her.
Starlight skins obtained.
This bridge appears when the planets align. Those who walk across the bridge travel to a new reality. Trapped there when the bridge disappears. Okay, I like that.
Hey, LD.
Oh, is this how we're gonna hang out with her? Oh, that's awesome, actually. How's the investigation
The
going?
investigator is here.
It's progressing. Going through my suspect list.
Come on, LD.
Am I on it? I guess I must be, right? We're all guilty until proven innocent when something like this happens, right? What about getting people to the next island? Anything strange? I'm still in charge of getting the syndicate off this island and on to the next. Some of us got moved, but the rest are stuck here until you crack this thing.
But damn it, LD.
I've done it for 23 islands without a problem. Once the council began meditating, I started moving us. Get a call, do a pickup, go through the gates, and on to the next island. Repeat. The island feels bad, LD. So, where can I take you? One. These are the places where I have phones. Right. I haven't unlocked any other phones yet. No. No worries, LD. Let's go. Let's save. I want to talk to one more person before we call it quits.
Getting saved.
This is a longer one than usual because I did not expect myself to get so invested in, you know, a visual novel. But it is, we get to play detective.
Obtained.
Third island sequence, A Time for Sorrow. Ezekiel devolves into mad paranoia, fearing for our future and the demons. He murders so many of us. The noble Montserrat steps forward to end his madness and lead us to light. Wow, so that happened quick. Okay, I say quick, but this island has been nearly 1,000 years, so that could have been like 3 millennia. And a blood crystal.
Crystal obtained.
That'll pay for... It's real funny, because one of the people who got murdered last night, it's his blood that has been turned into blood crystals, which is the token economy of this island.
Obtained.
Nauseating offering gems obtained. Gems that are offered to the gods via ingestion. Eat these rocks. We need to talk to Dr. Doom Jazz. He's got a yacht. Can I parkour to that yacht?
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh, can I make that? Hi, Shinji. Nah, Shinji's been legit so far. You ever think about how messed up this is? All the time. All the time. Yo, me and LD, we on the same wavelength. You don't even know what I'm talking about. I haven't even presented the theme of the conversation.
Sorry.
Sorry, I thought it was a general existential question. Exile really did a number on you, huh? You guys are the bad guys.
Got it.
What do you mean? The Syndicate worship dying gods that want to rule the world and drown it in a sea of war and blood.
Sorry.
I don't see how that makes us the bad guys. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. We're all heroes in our own minds, right? The Palace of Carnage, yeah. So I imagine it's calling it the Palace of Carnage because like 11 people got killed there last night. Catch you later. What? That's it. That's all he had to talk about. Ah, Shinji. You a fuck.
Ha.
Alright. Oh yeah, I can make that no problem. If I have air control.
Breathe warning.
You don't really have air control. Oh! Perfect, that counts. Hey, can we use that jet ski? Oh, we going out to the pyramid. I just wanted to zoop around. Crying grudge. Is this where the silent goat is? We're sealed. We need the Cosmos Pyramids End Worship software updates. Okay. That's gonna be a great place to go in the 5th act. Video games are weird. Hey, my man. How would you like to have your license revoked? Get a shirt.
Dr. Ninja.
Lady Love dies.
As gorgeous as you were 3 million days ago.
Dr. Ninja.
The Syndicate's head doctor. Born in the Cannon Fortress, Scotland, in AD 988, under the sign of cosmic deceit. Growing up during a military campaign, Doomjazz longed to become a doctor to tend to the wounded. He snuck into the haunted Ziggurat Medical School and studied in the library after hours. He became their top student and battlefield medic. He was captured during the Great Betrayal, losing his arms in a torture chamber before being rescued by Aiz Kiwami. The two fled to join the Syndicate. Oh, so you... If anybody's going to have a line on why Aiz Kiwami offed himself... All right.
Wonderful.
And Starlight, the perfect pair. I've missed the Doomjazz charm offensive.
I've missed you, Love Dies.
And I've missed the Love Die sass. Let's stay friendly. How have you been? Still the same old Doomjazz?
This is bad.
It's been just swell down here. I assume you got the memo about last night? Something like that.
Theoretically.
I presume you're here on business and not for something nicer. Why is that a block?
The investigator is
I've
here.
got a job to do down here.
Investigator.
How unfortunate. You're in high spirits considering our leader and council have been murdered.
What?
We all deal with grief in different ways. Do not be mistaken. I am well aware that this is a catastrophe. I'm just not one for outwardly displaying my misery.
Sure.
What's your take on the Syndicate on this island?
How?
Keep myself to myself. I'm not interested in the schemes. It's exhausting. Drama and politics are drugs. It's best not to get hooked. That's a medical opinion.
Don't test me.
That tells me all I need to know about to say to this place. Anything else I can help you with? Hey! What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Don't know what to tell you, Love Dice. He's clearly possessed, and I wasn't at his arrest 10 years ago.
Strange.
If you think there's something suspicious, try the crime scene. His apartment in the dead zone. Oh, that will be fun. Henry's escape. Tell me about the inhibitors used to sedate Henry. I want to know about this. Masahiro Heavy Industries Tech. Drugs that sedate the body and inhibit psychic ability. They were designed specifically for victims of demonic possession. Calm the body and mind and stop them from lashing out. Henry's dosage level has been correct for the last decade.
Sure.
Do you know if anything can interfere with Henry's inhibitors?
I see.
You're not the first person to ask, Love Dies. Who?
What?
Witness. Interesting. Witness is responsible for overseeing the end of an island and ensuring it all goes smoothly. He's obsessed with fail points in the process. He got worried that Henry could be a fail point. Could he get loose at the end? I mean, he's executed and not part of the slaughter. He's executed and not part of the slaughter ritual with the other citizens. There's a time when he's out of his cage before he's executed. Akiko handles the execution, so he's in safe hands, but Witness got obsessed about the inhibitors that kept Henry sedated.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Are they a fail point?
Theoretically.
Possibly, but you'd have to get past the Grand Marshal. He'd need a massive spike of adrenaline. The only way I can think of to provide that would be an injection. Could someone have done that? Adrenaline is manufactured by the body. You need a drug to induce it artificially. His blood work came back clean, though. No one gave him that drug. Interesting. Hey, by the way, what's your alibi?
Where?
Where were you at the time of the murder? Oh, now we're on that detective shit.
What?
I was in my clinic until I was called to examine Henry. He was found outside the council building. Blood everywhere. I checked him over. Yeah? Akiko has my report for you. Go and see her if you haven't already. The syndicate building log should confirm my alibi. Yes, we checked those and it said that he never left his... Wait a second. It says he never left his clinic. That might include to go see Henry. But I think his clinic is in the zone where both the crime scene... Where the crime scene is also and is behind that gate. So I don't know if it's specifically saying he never left his clinic or he never left from his clinic outside through that gate. I've already seen them. They confirm your claim. All right, thanks, LD. Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? Let's talk about a DNA database. Is there a database of DNA or blood samples for everyone on the island?
I'm worried.
You want to run some blood? Wish I could help. Just after the crisis meeting last night, parts of the central server started corrupting. Like, as though that's not strange.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That's convenient,
Investigator.
isn't it? I became aware of it because the terminal in my lab does an automated backup in the early hours.
Hypothetically.
I got a report that the backup failed. I took a look at it and part of the medical archive had corrupted.
The investigator is here.
What about the backup of the central server on the moon?
That's not nice.
That went down as well. The corruption spread. Not to all of the moon database. I can still access most of the files on there. Where is the server on the island? In the caverns under the island. Masahiro Heavy Industries maintains it. The only entrance into the cavern is via the Deep Factory, and that's under lockdown. Why? The Deep Factory is shut down at the end of the island. Only 4 people can unlock it. Council member Mackin Origin ran Masahiro, but her dead body is up in the council penthouse. Same with Pandora too. She ran Dead Nebula and the Deep Factory. Nicolina Rose is second in command of Dead Nebula, but they're on the next island. Lydia took them early on. And Balthazar Tears was Mackin's assistant at Masahiro, but he's on the next island as well.
Don't test me.
I'll go to the 25th island and bring Nicolina and Balthazar back, and they can open up the Deep Factory so I can find out what the hell is going on with that server. Oh, we're going to go to the next island. I kind of didn't expect that to be the case, but that's awesome.
Indeed.
Oh, never mind. Not so fast, Love Dies. No one leaves this island. Judge's orders. Besides, you need Lydia to take you to the next island, and she's on your list of suspects, right?
I don't like this.
So what do I do about this server?
How?
Two options. Chalk it up to bad luck and coincidence, or let it fuel a dreadful, all-consuming conspiracy. We're an investigator. There's no such thing as luck. I'll go for the second one.
Indeed.
Keep on trucking, Love Dies. Hey, about. Did you examine the dead guards at the first Holy Seal? Nope. Akiko wouldn't let me. Interesting.
What the hell?
Why?
I'm a professional.
She said that's military jurisdiction. She didn't want the corpses of her soldiers disrespected with a post-mortem. Interesting. Even though there could be evidence. In her mind, she's already got the case solved. Henry's behind bars, and he clearly did it.
Oh,
Do you believe that?
The island is about to end.
I'm not much into belief, Love Dies. I'm waiting to see what truth you find. Suspicions. You think Henry did this, Doc? If you read my report,
got it.
everything in it lined up with the official version of events. Well, there you go then.
Oh,
That didn't answer my question.
I'm worried.
That's all I can tell you. I don't speculate on suspicions and hunches. I'm looking for facts. Can you make an exception for me?
What?
You only speak to me when you want something, Love Dies. It hurts. Just doing my job. There's a mass murder that needs solving. I'm not going to speculate. You can bring anything you want to me from my fact-based opinion, though.
Lady Love dies.
What do you think about it?
the facts and the truth.
It's a nice
are not
story.
the same.
People like to believe the easiest answer that fits their worldview.
Got it.
We kidnap citizens and force them to pray the genocidal gods. Of course the syndicate would believe one of the vile working class would do this.
Got it.
There's something else at work here. Well, at least you have a working theory.
Who?
Can you think of anyone that has got motive? That's a biggie. Such a terrible crime.
I'm a professional.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. Everyone is as innocent or as guilty as each other. Not! I don't like this guy. What about your motive?
The island is about to end.
I haven't got a motive, Love Dies. No one on the council you hate. I don't do hate. Life's too short. It helps no one. Surely someone pisses you off. Okay, censoring pisses is odd to me. This track rules.
My favorite investigator.
Just let it wash over you. The piss or the hate? If you spend your life in anger, you're only making yourself suffer. I mean, it's an attitude. May the cosmos be a mystery, and may you reach the moon. Hey, what's we're
Freeze warning.
I went ocean. All right, I'm going to save here.
Getting steady.
Hey, this game rules. There's a lot going on here. And it's very cool. And I am excited to spend more time hanging out on this locked room mystery island. This is awesome. Yeah, no, this is why Backlog stream is good, because I've been sitting like, I knew I wanted to at least check this out because I was curious. I did not really even consider that I would be super into it. And it's kind of because of that. Like, just curiosity is not enough to make me like jump on a game. But a Backlog stream, that's more than enough to push curiosity into action. Speaking of stream, and I guess the end of stream. Let's do our housekeeping. This has been a Wednesday stream. Come back next Wednesday. I've already posted the new stream schedule for February. I think I've only posted it to the Discord. I'll post it on socials soon enough. Socials? I only have the one right now, kind of. Next week is... God, I just made it like 2 nights ago, and I already forgot. Next week is... next week is we're doing a Deep Rock Galactic stream. There's the Lunar New Year event, so there's going to be a new dragon hat to earn. So Joe and I are going to hop in and do that, and we'll have the Twitch integration on, stuff like that. It'll be good fun. I mentioned the Discord. I just went to the Discord to check my own schedule. If you like hanging out here, if you want to know more about when I'm going live and when things get uploaded to YouTube and all the stuff sort of going on, that's a great reason to join our Discord. There's a little bit of conversation that happens there. It certainly could. But, you know, I think a lot of like tends to attract like, so I'm quiet in chat, so there's not a lot of communication. But the Discord is a great place. I have set up automated notifications about every time Joe or I go live on Twitch, when we update to YouTube, other stuff going on. And it's where I post stream schedules. It's a great place to keep up to date on all the comings and goings around here. Hey, I mentioned the YouTube. That's right. We have a YouTube channel. Pretty much every stream archive goes up there. So this will be up there by the weekend. If you would like to watch it in local recorded high definition quality. More than that, there are some things that go up there that are not streamed at all. They are YouTube specific. There is a secret exit video that I put up there, one of hopefully many to come. At least I have like 5 more scripted. I just gotta work on them, but I've got other things to work on in the meantime before I do the next one of those. Gotta keep it, you know, even distribution of the effort, you know? I only got so much to go around. Spoons and knives and whatnot. But I've already begun work. That's harsh to put it. Pre-recording for the next long play series has begun. That is great. If you would like to get a little bit more of a teaser about what that's going to be before the recording is completed and the episodes start going up, you can find out about that on the Patreon. What? Patreon? Yes, we have a Patreon as well. That's the 4th bullet point on the housekeeping list. Basically, I like doing streaming. I like working on stuff, you know, whether it's the videos or writing stuff or doing comics, all that sort of thing. I would love to be able to make that a full-time gig. And Patreon is a way to make that happen. So any sort of support that you could manage to would be willing or able to throw at me through Patreon, that goes a long way. Every little bit is another hour that I don't have to go work a day job, and is more time that I get to spend here making cool stuff for all of us to enjoy. Yeah, so anyone who is you know, willing and able to go there, any little bit is appreciated and supported and super thankful. That's gonna do it. Thank you for joining me. I had a really good time with this stream. I hope you did too. And until the next time I see you, take care of one another. Have a good night, everybody. That one.